Title sequence.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello, welcome to the Flashing Bloke VidiProg thing. I'm Siobhan, and risen from the dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Something disagreed with me, and I've had to reactivate one of the clones. Then I had to have the clone put down because he was doing unnecessary things. Fortunately, the other clone managed to be revived, and I'll shut up now.
Hang on. There's a you.
Well, there was a me.
Right? A real you.
There was.
Once.
Yes.
So, who decides
Yeah.
who puts the clone down when the clone is in charge?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a power struggle, and I'll
Between,
be honest with you, there are
there's only
two
one of
factions at the moment fighting in the bunker. So if you hear machine gun noises, it's all busy sorting itself out. I have the upper hand, and I will be restoring power as soon as.
Well, you might have the upper hand, but what do you have?
I've got the lower hand as well.
Yes. It's going to get very, very confusing, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. It'll all be sorted out by the next episode.
Did you get that? Did you? Make a note of it. Anyway, yes. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, there's some tanky business going on, isn't there?
Ooh, a lot of tanks. Yes. Now, we mentioned this on the audio podcast at www.flashingbladepodcast.net. Well, the tanks. Absolutely adore it. A little bit too much, probably. It's free to play. That's first of all. It's an online game against other players, and you're a tank. Basically, you drive a little tank around in third person, though you can zoom in and make it first person, and you just go around shooting other tanks. It's blissful.
In teams of 15.
Teams of 15, yes.
Yes.
There's three things you can do. You can capture the enemy base. Four things, really. Capture the enemy base. You all start off at different areas. Two teams start off at different areas, and they converge on the base, and they've got to capture it from the other team. Or one team's defending, one team's attacking. And on all three of those scenarios, you can, of course, just go to wipe out the entire other team.
Which is always quite satisfying.
It is. It is. There's all sorts of different tanks. My God, the amount of tanks they put in. Tanks, artillery, tank destroyers. It's
little tiny scout tanks, maps. Right up to massive mouse.
Huge, big.
Sort of
oh my
tanks.
God! Tanks. It's just blissful to play. And like I say, you don't have to pay anything. It's
lots of different maps as well.
Yeah, different maps. You can train yourself and check things out. There are obviously guilds or clans, I think they're called in this.
And you can have different strategies. So, I mean, you and I, we quite often like jumping in scout tanks and just herring off. We get killed very quickly, but we manage to spot the entire enemy team. And, of course, whilst they're turning round to deal with us behind their lines, our team is, of course, hopefully advancing and slaughtering them. It's brilliant.
It doesn't work like that.
Well, no. And to be honest,
we're too busy.
Anybody playing should be prepared to be called a noob several times a day.
And an idiot.
An idiot. Even if you're driving around in a tier 7 tank, which, you know, takes some time and dedication to kind of build up to, you're still called a noob.
Oh, yeah. So it's a basic gaming insult. It's a lot of time. I'm going to upload a video I made, how not to play the game. It'll be on the Flash and Blade podcast channel. It'll be uploaded after this episode's been uploaded, and it'll show you some of my glorious mistakes.
And if anyone's interested, I'll also link to an interview that I did with Victor Kuzliai, who is the owner of Wargaming.net, who actually make the game. I interviewed him a couple of years ago.
Please do put that in the show notes when you upload it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. They've also got World of Warplanes now.
Yep.
Which is a very similar thing, except you're in planes.
And it's not so much... You're not blasting away at your enemies quite so much. There's a lot more manoeuvring going on, obviously, as you'd expect. So I do find that one more challenging.
Yeah, there's also a lot of suicide kills.
Yeah.
Just crash into... Now, the thing is, Tanks is being challenged by War Thunder.
Yes.
Which is a different game.
And
it started off on the aircraft side of things.
And they have ships as well, don't they, in that one?
Not yet.
Oh.
They might do. I'm not sure. They might have aircraft carrier. I don't know. Why are you going up there looking at Tango?
It's been doing that quite a lot. I think it likes him.
Tango?
More to the point, what's Tango looking at?
Oh, it's zooming in totally on him.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Hello? Camera? If I go this way... Is it zooming in again?
Yep. It likes your cat, even though he's not moving.
I'm insulted here.
It's lucky you haven't got Brian there, really.
Has stolen the show. Anyway, War Thunder, initially you've got the aircraft, which is quite good. It's a lot of fun. However, oh, look, the chest burster.
Yeah, he's cleaned up quite well, actually, don't you think?
Yeah. Yes. Brian, prepare yourself. You're going to have to find a voice at some stage, because you're going to be presenting this show along with somebody. So you're going to have to learn how to talk.
Scary thought, isn't it?
He's the eternal optimist, though.
He is an eternal optimist, yes. Yes. Even
now, the
though
thing
he's lost
about...
his legs. What does it love about your cat?
I don't know. I'm not doing this. It's doing this automatically.
Is it detecting heat signatures?
I have no idea.
Is it predator technology?
I don't know. God. Look.
Well, you don't need a Muppet now. You can just get your cat to present the show.
Tango, come here. Come here, fart face. Come on. There's my porcupus. All right. There.
That's better.
Definitely stolen the show. Can't believe it was doing that. Anyway, so the thing is, they're just doing a land battles thing in beta for War Thunder, and it's tanks. You can also call in artillery barrages, and a creeping barrage. Something's annoyed them.
Do they have the dead propped up to make the trenches look fully manned?
Ooh, all right, he didn't suggest that. And the thing is, if you're in a plane, you've got a really large area to go around, whatever. But in the middle of the large area, or part of the large area, is a tank battle going on as well.
Brilliant.
So you can join in
the tank ground attack.
Yeah, you can ground attack the enemy tanks.
Can you just imagine, though, you're in a tank, you're lining up the perfect kill shot, and suddenly, boom, you're taken out by a thunderbolt or whatever from above.
Well, the other joyous thing is, of course, you can have two guys in tanks in a team, one guy in a plane, covering them.
Wicked. I like that.
It's great.
Spotting for them.
It's beta at the moment, but that's War Thunder. That's also free to play. Got no video of that. Sorry. Now there is another game which you played,
which I've played.
Yeah.
Marvel Heroes.
Yeah. Yep, Marvel Heroes, another free to play online game. You start off as a Marvel hero, and they're signature heroes. They're the heroes you'll see in the comic books. I think the current starter lineup includes Captain America, the Human Torch, the Thing, Daredevil,
Thing.
Storm from the X-Men. That they've put quite a few more in
Right.
now from when we were playing it. And
I had Black Widow. I liked Black Widow.
You liked throwing pineapples at people.
She was incredibly destructive, and she had a really tight catsuit on.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yes, the game. You run around. It's just a lot of fun. It's like Diablo 2 basically, but obviously with updated graphics. And you go around killing enemies, leveling up that way.
Lots of enemies.
And there's a lot of destructible stuff as well. And there's, I think there's about 28 heroes in the game at the moment. And you don't have to buy them using money. You can save up tokens you get in the game, which are random drops. And once you've saved enough, you can buy a new hero or a new costume or whatever. Everything you can buy is available in the game. It's since you've played it, Sin, it's got a lot better. It's so much fun now, and there's so much to it. And they're doing a lot of work on it. There's constant patches and fixes. They're constantly balancing out the heroes' powers to make sure they're all spot on. And they're releasing extra content. I mean, they've released Asgard, which is quite good.
I just found it a real button masher, and
it is a button masher.
My fingers did kind of ache after an hour or so of playing it.
Yeah, it is. But it's one you can just, a bit like Tanks or War Thunder, you can just jump in and play.
Yeah.
In fact, more so Tanks than War Thunder. But the sort of, you come back from the pub, you know, you want something to do, just play that. And it's just so much fun. You'd be Spider-Man, Thor, Wolverine, The Thing, Human Torch, Gambit, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Miss Marvel, Ms. Marvel, Daredevil. Come on, help me out here. It says Spider-Man, Cuddly Toy, Squirrel Girl. The most powerful hero in the Marvel Universe is Squirrel Girl. She's defeated all the big bads.
Really?
Yeah. God knows how. Anyway, using power as squirrels, I suppose.
Well, Secret Squirrel was quite powerful, wasn't he?
Guinevere, what are you doing?
Who?
Guinevere.
Oh.
Hello. Yes, I got tango on my lack. Lack? I've got a lack, apparently.
French for
I mean,
lake.
you used to play it. What did you make of them? Tanks and...
Oh, I haven't played either for some time, but I do... Tanks, I would say, is probably my preference of the ones that you've mentioned. Just because you can have an entire garage full of different tanks, and you can choose your game playing style as a result. So, you know, if you want to be a real heavy, kind of slow moving but kind of almost indestructible tank, you can, if you've worked your way up, you can drive that around, or you can just have a scoot around in a scout tank. And also, depending on which map you're given, you know, the tides of war can go in various different directions. So it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes, like I said, when you're lining up a perfect shot and suddenly an artillery barrage hits you and you don't know where it's come from. But I mean, that's part of the game. I actually played artillery for a while just to see what was going on, and now that I know how artillery works, in that they've got to kind of sit there with a kind of top-down view of the map, and they have to line up, and it takes a while for the reticle to kind of shrink. You just know not to sit in one place at a time for too long.
Just rock backwards and forwards a little bit.
Exactly, yeah. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it. You know, there are people who play it with mods installed on their computers that allows them to see the weak points on enemy tanks. I don't like doing things like that. I just enjoy equipping my tank, giving it a name, giving it a paint job, taking it out there and dying horribly.
He does give lots of maniacal laughter, if I'm honest with you. The only one talking a bit oddly, I can hear myself back through my earphones. Nothing to do with you, Sim.
Right.
And it's throwing me a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there we go. War Thunder, World of Tanks, Marvel Heroes. go and play them. We'll put links to them in the show notes. In World of Tanks, we're on EU1, the server. I'm capt_Manring, MAINWARING. Get off the wire. Excuse me a second, I'm being throttled.
It happens.
Whereas you don't have that in Marvel Heroes. It's an instance thing. But look for McFadden in that. And in War Thunder, capt_Manring. So you can always look me up in game and get in touch, basically.
Cool.
And since stop playing games.
I don't have much time lately. There's a lot of important top secret projects reaching their culmination, and eventually I will be crowned Emperor of the Universe. It's only a matter of time.
It's nice that you think so.
It's inevitable.
Oh, how did the Risk battle go?
Haven't played it with my wife yet.
See, this is why you need a Risk campaign.
Played Trivial Pursuit today, and I won. Glorious victory.
Against?
My wife and my 9-year-old son, and it was the kids' version.
You know you're not
a victory
supposed to take
is
that
a victory, no matter what it's in.
Oh dear. I think you better say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Please send emails to the Flashing Blade podcast at gmail.com. And we'll try and address them if you ask us questions. Okay, doodles.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.